I'm Harrison Graham.
And I'm Chase Sr. We just launched a new show here at Chat Sports. We'll be going live every single Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific.
So subscribe and join us every single week here on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. This video you're about to watch aired from that live show, so sit back and enjoy. Harrison Graham and Chase Sr. here on our brand new show. Let us know what you want our show to be. We are presented by Magic Spoon.
Yes, sir.
Get $5 off at magicspoon.com/chat, and you can enjoy the delicious and healthy cereal. Chase, we're launching a new segment on our show, and it's called The 5 at 5. Today, the top 5 at 5, because we're going to do this every week, whether it's a list, sports, movies, maybe top 5.
Could be pop culture.
Pop culture.
Top 5 Leonardo DiCaprio movies of all time.
Whatever we're interested in. And by the way, let us know if you have any ideas. We'll certainly roll them out. You can keep us informed there. But today, the top 5 craziest fan bases in the NFL now that week 1 is here. So what we're going to do, Chase is going to go through his top 5. I'm going to go through my top 5. We want you guys to let us know what you think the craziest fan base is. And Chase, let's kick it off. We'll go from 5 to 1, and you can run through your list here, and it's going to be a good time.
So I feel like I have a good barometer on this because a couple years ago I went to the NFL draft in the great city of Nashville, Tennessee, and on night 1 there was like 200,000 people on Broadway getting lit, partying it up. And I got to see, myself and my buddies firsthand, how every one of the NFL fan bases were represented by their respective fans. Some people all just decked out in a bunch of face painting and their gear. So I got to see there which fan bases were representing, which fan bases were the most passionate. So my number 5, top 5 craziest fan base in the National Football League, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. Every time you play in Seattle, Harrison, you know that the 12th man is going to be showing out. They're going to be wild. They're going to be going bonkers. That's one of the best home field advantages across the National Football League. And the fans in the Pacific Northwest deserve more national recognition for how crazy that fan base is.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I'm actually going to do some live producing here on the fly here. So, Jeremy, keep up. Let's go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So, Seattle, you're number 5. They might be in my top 5. We'll get to that in a second, but we're going to go to my number 5 team, and we'll kind of alternate here just to kind of keep the back and forth flow. Huge fan of the 12th man in Seattle. It'll be nice to have fans back in the stadium up there for Russell Wilson.
The college football and the atmospheres last weekend set the scene for what is going to be full houses all across the NFL.
And yeah, and we, there's nothing like college football, but no fans in the stadium last year. It just didn't feel right whatsoever. My number 5, though, Kansas City, man. I think this is a slept-on fan base. They're passionate. They waited 50 years for a Super Bowl, got one a couple of years ago, and the Arrowhead Stadium, folks, they get after it, Chase. A lot of tradition in Kansas City. They have a lot of fun. Maybe this leaves the controversy down the road, as a lot of things do in 2021, but you can't deny how passionate the Chiefs fan base is. Chiefs Kingdom shows out. Maybe it's not up there with some of the other teams we're going to get to, Chase, but I definitely think Kansas City might be overlooked when it comes to passionate football fans.
I agree with you. Kansas City always shows out. You know who shows out too? The Dog Pound in Cleveland. Cleveland coming in at number 4 for me. Look, this is such a passionate fan base because for so long, not only did they have to deal with their franchise leaving for Baltimore, which had to have been catastrophic because they are such a passionate fan base, but also they have stuck with this team through thick and thin. They put the paper bags on the heads during those lean years, but last year able to win a playoff game for the first time since 1994. The Dog Pound is always well represented in every pocket of the United States. So I like the Browns as my number 4 most crazy fan base in the NFL.
I'm going to go to your number 5 as my number 4, Seattle. The 12th men, they show out, man. You can't tell me Seattle playing with no fans last year wasn't a major impact on them not being as good of a home team a year ago. You go into that stadium, the decibel levels are off the charts. They get after it. It's the endless debate of, is it Texas A&M or Seattle is the 12th man? Because for college football fans, they'll say, oh, it's Texas A&M. I don't know. Go to a game in Seattle. I think they have a pretty good argument for how loud they get. So I've got the Seahawks at number 4. Chase had them at number 5. We want you guys interacting, letting us know what you guys think is the craziest fan base in the NFL as we get to Chase's number 3 here in just a moment. But my 4 and 5, Seattle at 4 and Kansas City at 5. You had Seattle at 5 and Cleveland at 4. Let's see who Chase has at number 3.
Bills Mafia in at number 3. This might be the hardest partying fan base across the National Football League. During tailgates, you see legendary sights and you hear legendary sounds of Bills fans just toppling over tabletops, just going nuts outside of the park. And Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns fans both have something similar, where there was a long drought of just brutal football to watch, yet they still remain passionate with their respective teams. So I like the Bills coming in at number 3. I need to get to a Bills Mafia tailgate because I'm down to go full WWE on some tables at a tailgate. No question about that.
Got to shatter some tables. That's what it's all about. Philadelphia Eagles. That's who I have at number 3. Chase Sr. is a native. He is from the Philadelphia area. He knows about the passion of that city. The segment is craziest fan bases. I'm going to piss Chase off. They threw batteries at Santa back in the 60s.
Snowballs at Santa. You just get it right.
You can't do it. I mean, it's, is that passion? Is that crazy? It's definitely crazy. I don't know if that qualifies as passion. Of course it does. I saw Invincible. Come on. If it's in the movies, it must be real. No, Philadelphia sports fans are very passionate. They're a little bit crazy. But, hey, they're very strong on how they feel about their sports teams. Did they break Carson Wentz? Perhaps. Has Ben Simmons been broken by the city of Philadelphia? I think so. But hey, it's craziest fan bases. I got them at number 3.
Or it's because Carson Wentz and Ben Simmons just weren't built for the rigors of Philadelphia.
That's why you got them at 2.
The pressure cooker. I have my Eagles coming in at number 2. I hail from Philadelphia, and I like to represent the good in Philadelphia fans. I always like to say this, that 90% of the fans, they're good people. 10% makes the 90% look really, really bad. Here's the deal with Eagles fans, though. They're so passionate. They care. They live and die with their team, more so than any fan base across the NFL. The Eagles are a part of the everyday culture and the everyday fabric in the city of Philadelphia. So, yes, they might be brutal. They might boo when their team isn't doing well. But I'd rather have a fan base that actually cares compared to one that is just full of front runners, and this is what you cannot say about the Eagles fans. They're not front runners.
Yeah, you know what? The Chargers aren't on this list as I get to my number 2 team here. That, of course, is the Las Vegas Raiders. Raider Nation gets after it, and our good pal Mitchell Renz, who runs our Raiders channel here at Chat Sports, he will tell you that fan base has passion. Do they have questionable decision-making, both as a franchise and as fans? Absolutely, and the real ones know. Trust me on that one. But look at this guy. Come on, you don't see that in San Diego or L.A. now. This is just built different with the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost put him at number 1, settled at number 2, Chase. This fan base is the definition of crazy.
Definition of crazy, and we have a joke that Raiders fans are just degenerates because when Mitchell Renz,
in a good and bad
host
way,
of the Las Vegas Raiders Report, goes live here during breaking news situations, you'll have Raider fans super chatting him $500 just to force him to drink. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And when I was at the NFL draft in Nashville a couple years ago, there was no fan base better represented than the Las Vegas Raiders. And I don't even think any of those fans even showered because they didn't take off the face paint. They were rocking the spikes on the shoulder pads. Las Vegas Raiders fans go hard. Craziest fan base in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah, so you got the Raiders at 1. You get to my number 1 team here. And hey, I'm going Bills Mafia. I think you had them at 3.
I did.
I'm going 1, man. You're nosediving out of second-story windows onto a table. That's just built different. That's just having no care whatsoever on what happens. Sometimes they light the tables on fire and then go head first. Bills Mafia is electric. When I saw the story, they could go to Austin. They ain't leaving Buffalo.
No.
That would be
they ain't coming down to Texas.
That would be the demise of the Buffalo Bills. And now they have a good team too, so it's even better because they were already crazy when they weren't good.
Yeah.
And now they're good.
Yeah.
So it's even better for Bills Mafia. Those are our top 5 craziest fan bases. Let us know. Hey, if you agree with our list, let us know. If you disagree, if you think there's some other teams out there that should crack it. We're going to do this to lead off every show, the 5 at 5, because it's 5 o'clock Eastern when we kick off our brand new show every single week on Thursdays. So let us know down in the comments. And, hey, subscribe if you want more content like this. This is a little bit different than what we normally do here at Chat Sports. Chase and I are cooking up a bunch of new ideas. We're down to have ideas from you guys. So get in the comments and let us know. And, again, hit that subscribe button for more fun videos from us here at Chat Sports and here on my brand new show with Chase.